Hey Edson, it's Mayor Zahara here to give you a COVID-19 update for April the 3rd. Unfortunately, we heard earlier this afternoon that there have been 107 additional cases of COVID-19 confirmed in the province of Alberta, bringing that total to 1,075. We've also had 5 more deaths reported. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families that are impacted. So far in Alberta, 18 people have died from COVID-19. Now, the Premier and Dr. Hinshaw spoke today about the level of testing that's being done in Alberta. 4,000 tests conducted in the last 24 hours. So far to date, over 60,000 tests have been conducted, which is far greater than any other jurisdiction in Canada. So when you look at the numbers as a whole, with the number of infections, number of testing done, and number of cases, Alberta is actually tracking well below other jurisdictions in terms of the amount of infections. So that's certainly good news. The Premier did speak about releasing some projections here next week on some modeling that they have done. So we look forward to hearing that. Really important that we continue doing what we are doing in order to preventing the spread of COVID-19. I think these measures are really, really important. Obviously, we've had 0 cases so far in Edson, and we need to continue to ensure social distancing, physical distancing, ensuring that we are doing proper hand sanitization, not gathering, self-quarantining and isolating when required, and following all those directives that have been given. Now, I've had some questions from people asking, what do they do if they see a business that's open that's not supposed to be open? If they see large gatherings of people, what are they supposed to do? Well, there is actually a link through Alberta Health Services that you can make a complaint, and the public health officers will investigate that with the support of Town of Edson peace officers and Edson RCMP. So you can click on the link. We'll put it in the comments below if you do see something happening that you don't think it's appropriate. Obviously, make sure you're only reporting serious incidents. If you see a couple people walking too close on the trail, probably not something you need to report. But if you are seeing businesses that are open that are not supposed to be, or you see a large party or hear of a large party going on or something like that, be sure to follow that link and you can make a complaint that way. Of course, fines of $1,000 can be issued. And in the case of it going to court, so the courts can actually issue fines up to $500,000, so something to keep in mind. The other question I had is whether or not school zones are active. Right now, they are not active because classes are not in session. However, keep in mind, playground zones are still in effect. So if you have any additional questions, you can post them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them in the weeks and days ahead. Council will be meeting on Tuesday to talk about some of the measures we're going to take in response to COVID-19. And as I mentioned, the following week, we're going to be having budgetary discussions and looking at ways on how we can institute an emergency budget and pass on cost savings to our taxpayers. Before I leave you here today, I just want to say a huge shout out to all of our first responders, all the staff at the Edson Hospital, at the Edson Medical Clinic, as well as all the staff at Parkland Lodge, keeping our seniors safe, and the Evergreens Foundation. Thank you for all you're doing. Edson, be safe, be kind, and have a great weekend.